Good morning. We are continuing with our expressive figure drawing project. And we want to create an original work of art that expresses a mood or feeling, right? And that can be any style you like. It can be realistic, it can be expressive, abstracted, completely up to you. Remember to consider your composition. The focal point, the object, the main part of your work does not have to be in the middle. I urge you to consider using the rule of thirds. Right? These 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, are good places to put the focal point of your piece. All right? So if you have a figure, a person, the head or the eyes are going to be what you're thinking about. You can put them in the middle, but do that right for a purpose, right? It makes them powerful. It grabs attention. So if you need if that's the feeling you want to convey in your piece, it would make sense to position them in the center. We worked on interpreting a work of art, and you did a pretty good job with that. Again, using evidence in the picture to explain what you think the story is. Your own interpretation is great, right? We're not going to get the same ideas, but it should be based on what we see in the picture. The pose, the colors, the style, and of course the positioning of the figure. In this case, somebody said that they put them at eye level to make them more relatable. In this case, somebody said they put them at eye level to show that she is not in a powerful position, right? Maybe it's easier for us to make a connection. So today, you need to get your final composition and written intent onto that slideshow. That's in Google. The link is in the classroom. We're going to practice, we're going to do studies, and then we'll do our in-progress critique, and then we'll finish up with those studies. So make sure you know what you're trying to do. You should write out your intent. In this case, now this is the final piece, but if you had your sketch, you would say, I'm trying to express the feeling you get when all eyes are on you. Right? That's kind of a cool idea. And then how are you going to do that? A woman in a beautiful dress looking into the camera with flashes, a dark background to make her stand out like she's getting all the attention. So this artist, this is a very purposeful work. They know exactly what they want you to feel or what the message they're trying to convey is. So today, other than our in-progress critique, we're going to focus on starting studies and practice, right? So we've gone through all of this. We're getting into the creative process. And remember, if you're in honors, you need to be a little more in depth in one part of these. And this might be it. Maybe when we do our practice now, you could do some extra practice, because it is this practice, it is this plan that gives us confidence going into our final piece. So we started out with a mind map, lots of ideas, right? Nothing too serious. We can be pretty casual here. And then did some quick sketches. Again, this is the part where we can work quickly. We don't have to get too hunkered down. Just getting ideas on paper. Once we had a few ideas on paper, we chose one, and we developed that composition. Now we're slowing down a little bit. We're getting a little more focused. How can I best tell this story, right? Take out what you don't need. I'm thinking about abstracting if you want to. Zoom in, zoom out. Just try to find that interesting composition, right? Where do I position the figure? And then, boom, right? Get to this point. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to say. I have my intent written out. And then the next step is how? How are we going to create this? So we practice. Right? We try different media, we experiment, we try different techniques, we try different colors to see what it's going to look like on paper. Now we don't have to do the whole thing, right? We can break this up into chunks. In this case, this person wanted to do barbed wire. Okay, how do I do that? If I want it to look realistic, how do I best do that? Right? What technique is going to work best for my mask? What colors are going to work best? How about the eyes, right? How do I get the look I want? If you're doing a person, that's challenging. So just simply practicing drawing them might be important to you. Right? We do this to improve our technique, to figure out how to best express that mood, and to build confidence, right? When you go into that final piece, you already know what you're doing. Okay, so that's our plan for today. If you haven't added your picture of your final idea and your written intent to that slideshow, do that. And then you're going to comment on somebody else's work. So go to classwork. Wait, yeah, I understand. That's us. Post final composition to the slideshow. You can find your group right here. There's 3 groups. 1, 2, and 3. Find your name. And then go to whatever group you're in. There's 3 slideshows. So add your final idea and write out what you're trying to show us, what you're trying to do, what the mood or feeling you're trying to express is, and how you will do that. And then we're going to go through, and you're going to add a comment to 3 people's works. The first thing you're going to tell them is what you like about their final composition or intent, and be specific. You can't just say it's nice or it's wonderful. Why is it nice? Why is it wonderful? And then tell them what should they spend time practicing. For instance, if we were looking at this piece, I would probably want to practice, right, getting this eye right. I might practice drawing people. It looks like I have it done pretty good. You know, getting the eyelashes or something like that, or maybe drawing around the eye. Maybe I want to practice drawing hair, right? What are going to be what are the important elements of this final piece? So that's the plan. If you missed our Monday class, please start on your studies and do the in-progress critique. Wednesday, we will be working on studies as well, so that when we come back from MEA break, that next week we are ready to start our final piece right away.